What was he like?
As a boxer, Charlie was the top contender, #2 in the world. Then the fight game changed.
What's amazing to me is I see you in interviews, and then I sit down with you, and I hear this Australian accent,
Right.
and you perfectly nail the American accents in your film. I never even noticed it. How do you do that? What is that process?
I work hard at it. I'm pretty good at it, but you know, I feel like I'm an Aussie here in America.
Yeah.
I've really got to nail this. You know, I don't want them going, what? What's this guy's accent? So he told me a little trick. Actually, I stole it from Johnny Depp. I heard Johnny Depp do an interview that he has a sentence that he will say that contains every vowel or consonant change for the new accent, and he'll say it before a take. So
Can you do it for the American accent?
My brother Sam, how many times have you asked Sam whether or not his daughter's learning disorder was caused by a genetic abnormality? So it's a silly little thing, but somehow that sentence contains every difference. So sometimes I can just say it in my head, and that is like a trigger.
See, I want to learn the Australian accent because I think ladies like the Australian accent. I need that to pick up girls.
Or just go to Australia where they prefer the American accent.
Yes!
Much easier.
I like that.
And the girls are great. So don't worry about it. Just go down there.
I'm coming with you.
No, you're not.
I'm either coming with you or you're fishing for your keys in the sewer. Oh my God, that was close. Whoa!
Stubborn kid. This ain't a video game. This is for real. Let's make some money!
There's a great line that I read that you said that boxers are born, they're not made. And I think it's a very, very interesting thing to talk about. And for me, I don't know if you can notice this, but I was born to be an arm wrestler. I don't know if you can see these big muscles coming through the shirt here.
I was so intimidated when you walked out.
So I was hoping, I haven't had a professional arm wrestling match yet. I was wondering if maybe you and I, on the chair thing, if we could possibly do an arm wrestling match.
How old are you?
I'm 27.
I'm 55. How much do you weigh?
I weigh 180 pounds.
I weigh 165, 70.
All right, let's try this. Can we get this on camera?
Okay.
All right, let's do this. Come on. All right, here we go. I'm really doing it.
Oh, but we're gonna count or what?
Oh! No. Okay. Now I'm 0-1.
Okay,
all right, here we go. Ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh. Dude, all right. That was awesome. Dude, you still got it, man. You still got it. Dude, that was amazing. You know what?
You feel it?
I feel it. I actually feel like I gotta go.
Let me see your arm.
I know, here we go.
No, let me see it.
Oh, here, place that.
No, your bicep. Do your bicep.
Here we go.
Do your bicep.
What do you mean?
I can't feel it.
Yeah, I know.
Do it.
You can't feel it. I'm doing it. I'm pushing as hard as I can.
Now your bicep.
And that's it?
I don't feel it.
Yeah, I don't feel it.
I just need a little loan. As much as I like you, dude, you're a bad bet, brother.
Give it up, Charlie. You got nothing left.
What are we looking for?
Anything I could use to put a fighting robot together.
I think there's a whole robot in there.
Now, I was reading, your dad was a boxer,
Yes.
and the interesting thing for me, because you get to do so much as an actor, you get to play so many roles, but there's got to be a particular moment where your father would step in and just be like blown away by what you're doing. Because I mean, you're his son, and what you're doing already is amazing. But talk about the moment you told your dad that you were going to be being trained by Sugar Ray Leonard.
You're spot on, because when I told Dad about that, Sugar Ray, my dad was a boxing champion in the 50s, so he'd given up, but Sugar Ray was, you know, a decade or two later, and he was in awe of him, because my dad kind of didn't like Tyson so much. He liked the artistry and the grace and the flair of someone like Sugar Ray. So that was like the moment he thought, wow, I think my son's actually really doing okay.
Right, that was the moment.
Yeah.
Like,
Now, he liked the Oscars too.
Yeah.
Not so much for me hosting them, but because he was sitting next to Sophia Loren.
He's like, I don't.
Good job.
Yeah.
It was pretty much like that.
Yeah, good job.
Never seen anything like it before.
Can we get him a fight?
He's a sparring bot, built to take a lot of hits, but never dishing out any real punishment.
His name is Adam. Get him a fight.
You know you're bringing him home in pieces, right?
Whoa! He's smaller and weaker. He's gonna get his ass kicked.
I need you to teach you to box.
Are you kidding me?
You know this fight game inside and out. He needs your moves, your commands.
I can't.
Yes, you can.
You knew what you were gonna do before I went over to your arm. You probably figured out I'm gonna tease him and get that one done. When you first walked in the boxing ring, when you were fighting and back in the day, did you ever have a predetermined plan about how you were gonna fight a fighter?
I choreographed my fights in my head way before. Oh yeah, without question. The night before, the day before, 2 days before. I mean, I have it. So yeah, I had thought when you asked to do that.
Yeah.
I thought about real quick.
Because you knew that I wouldn't be ready for that.
Right.
And that's kind of the same way. That's how you thought about other fighters.
Yes. That's when I say fighters are born. I mean, that level of fighters is born. Because you really can't teach speed. You can teach leverage to gain more power, but you can't teach power. Power is just a God-given ability. The footwork, speed. Yeah, you can teach basics, but you can't teach that purity, that fluidity.
And I know I've done all kinds of wrong by this kid. Just like to do one thing right.
Right uppercut!
Great fight, fellas.
Remember this name, Adam. This spot is one to watch.
I'm trying to see a better side to you here, Charlie.
It's not easy.
I have a hypothetical question for you.
Yes.
If you were forced
Yes.
to step in the boxing ring and box a previous character from your film resume, which character would you take
Can I
on?
include theater as well?
Theater? Theater as well.
Peter Allen.
Why?
Because he would just run screaming from the ring. I wouldn't even have to throw a punch.
He would just run away.
Either that or Roddy the Rat from Flushed Away.
That would be perfect. You know, we should set that up. That could be a good promo for the movie.
Done.
This is what it's all about!
Hugh Jackman's character, he after being taken out of the business by these 8-foot robots, he feels like he doesn't fit in anymore. And when this child comes back into his life, he basically brings back the faith in his character that he still can live out this dream. Was there ever a moment for you when you first started off your career as a boxer that you didn't feel like you fit in, but then someone came to you and it made you believe in yourself?
Well, yeah, it's funny you mentioned that because that's very, very true because that is indeed one of the biggest obstacles that fighters of a certain level face, because once they're out of the game, they reach this state of limbo, because all of a sudden now you're not doing what you do best, and you kind of trying to find your way. But I had a guy, that kind of mentored me, if you will, Mike Trainer, who was a lawyer and my friend, who orchestrated my career. So yes, there was a guy like that. And it's very difficult for a fighter who's reached that level of success, and then when it's over, try to find his way through the woods.
Right. It's got to be a tough situation.
It's a tough situation, very tough.
I can't imagine, because you want to stay relevant and you want to stay in the business.
We can't win, can we?
We'll see.